This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by your local York and Mitsubishi dealers.
Well, here we've just welcomed spring, and the last thing on your mind, probably keeping your house cool. But the truth of the matter is, it's the perfect time to be thinking about it before we get into the midst of the sweltering summer months. Well, Delmarva Life's Brian Spyros is in Salisbury today, and he's with the folks from Marathon Service Company with more. Brian, tell us about it.
Well, Jimmy, summer will be here before you know it, and you want to make sure that your house is nice and cool before the summer heat gets here. And we're going to talk all about that. Joining me now is Eddie Reddick, who is the service manager for Marathon Service Company. So the first thing, Eddie, I just said it, we just sort of welcome spring. Why should people now be focusing on cooling their home if they don't have a system already as we head into the warm summer months?
Well, homeowners and business owners should get on the schedule now and think about their needs before summer arrives in order to get scheduled in days versus weeks.
Because obviously you guys are going to get very busy as we sort of head into the oppressively hot summer months.
Yes, sir.
We are on a site right now where you guys are installing a Minisplit ductless system in this sunroom here. Explain what exactly that is.
These are made by Mitsubishi versus they are a single zone system with a wall mount unit and one outside unit. With no ductwork involved, and the installation is very simple.
Now we should mention that the homeowners, they have a pre-existing heating and cooling system already in their house. As we said, they added on this sunroom. They didn't bring that heating and cooling system out here, so that's where this becomes ideal to put this in.
Correct. By designing a separate system, you don't have to worry about undersizing the existing system in the house now. This one, you can be able to heat and cool as you need it if you're using the area.
Got it. Now let's talk about installation. You guys are installing the unit today. What is involved with the installation process? Because homeowners may see this and say, well, what are they going to have to do? Come in and tear up walls? What do you guys have to do?
In a new construction like this, we make one penetration in the wall prior to drywall being installed to connect the indoor piece and outdoor piece together. And if they have an area that's already drywalled and painted, basically we can make one penetration to make the connection outside to the outside unit.
So the damage that's done is very minimal when you guys install this. What are the benefits to a homeowner of having this?
Basically, if they're using the area a lot, it can be heated and cooled separately on its own versus trying to tighten off the existing duct or system of the house. And if they're not using it, so it's not costing them anything to operate.
So if they're just in their living room and not up in the bedrooms, they can shut the bedrooms off and just cool the living room, and they're saving energy. Talk to me about, when they're on, make a lot of noise. What are they and their efficiency?
They're very quiet in operation. You barely know that they're on. Their efficiency is very high, up to 21 SEER, and the cost is very minimum on your electric bills. Very
minimal. And the other thing too is how many of these can you put in your home? How many zones or rooms can you heat or cool with one outdoor unit?
Mitsubishi has a residential model, a different model that you can have up to 4 indoor wall mounts to 1 outside unit. You can heat and cool those areas as needed. If you desire to do so. And
obviously if you have more than 4 rooms or zones, then you can just install a second outdoor unit and you can get more of that.
Correct, yes.
Obviously, so a lot of good information, and people should certainly be thinking about the hot summer months now because they're going to be here before we know it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Eddie, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And if you would like more information on Marathon Service Company, all you have to do, go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab. With that said, Jimmy, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Brian. Good stuff to know. Well, still to come on Delmarva Life, we are only days away from the official start of Maryland crab season. And we're in the kitchen with a bossy Italian wife this afternoon, learning how to make a delicious cold crab dip with an Italian twist. Delmarva Life will be right back.